Hello, everyone. How is it going? Hope you guys are having a great day today. All right, guys. So we are going to take a look at the build guide for our gold character Hush. Let's quickly jump into the roster. So I have promoted him. He's a agility gold hero. He's not exactly a damage dealer, but he is quite fun to use in arena, maybe in champions arena. But he's not useful at all in solo raids and league raids. If you're looking to build him for raids, just don't build him. If you want to play with him in arena and in champions arena, then he's your guy. Just go ahead and build him. But just again, as I've been saying this in my previous build guides too, I'm going to repeat that again, even though it's a bit boring. That do not build him until you have built your main damage dealers first, because that should be a priority. First, your main damage dealers like King and the LOA team, the Metal team, the Batman Ninja team, and then maybe some legendaries like Beast Boy, Deathstroke, and so on. And then maybe once you're done with the support characters too, for those damage dealers, then you can build these basic characters. So, yeah, guys, moving on, getting into the build straight away. So he is again a hybrid build character, but he needs to be having a lot of attack on his gears. So yeah, you need to add one defense, one critical attack damage, and one critical attack chance. But before we take a look at those stats, let's see what we need maxed out over here. So we need to max out critical attack damage. We need to max out critical attack chance. There is no need to add any fast attack. No need to add any lethal attack too. Let's take a look. So let's calculate it if I have it exactly how it should be. All right, so 150 base, 45, 45, 12, 24, 12, and 12. So that's exactly 300%, guys. So that's perfect critical attack damage stats that we have from talents and from gears. A couple of them is from gears, and four of them are from talents. So that's perfect. Now, when it comes to crit chance, it's also maxed out. So 29. So it's one, which is base. 29 plus 19 plus 27, it's 76%, 1% extra. But it's fine. There is no need to change anything over here. Now, when it comes to resistance, you also need to max out your stun resistance, DOT resistance, and crit resistance. So, uh, stun resistance is maxed out over here. And the damage over time is not yet maxed out, and crit resistance is also not yet maxed out. So, I have three talents for resistance. Let's take a look. Yeah, two epics. All right. And three epics actually, out of which, yeah, three of the epics are resistance, which is great. And one epic is crit damage, which is also fine. You don't really need to, change anything. I don't think I need to change anything over here. So yeah, eventually you will max it out. And when it comes to defense, you don't really need to like max it out entirely. If you're using for trying to, if you're making sure that he doesn't die quickly, then maybe yes, you can try to max out defense. But I'm not really a big fan of a defense when your character is actually a 7-star character, because normally 7-star characters do have the capacity to take a decent amount of damage. But if still your Hush is dying pretty quick in during these fights, then maybe you can add a bit of defense. How to add it? You can add a couple of defenses on the talents, you know, and I don't have it because I don't really need that much defense. So yeah, maybe one defense on the gears, which I already have, and one defense on the talents, or maybe two defense on the talents and none on the gears. That's how you can go. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now let's move on to the gears actually. Let me show you what I've added over here on the fourth slot. So there is a bit of health. So on the fourth slot, if in case you're still not maxed out your CAD or CACM, you can add one of those two stats, and rest all should be attack. So let's try to get some attack over here if we can. Okay, that's crit chance. I'm going to select it and replace one crit chance from above to attack. Okay, that's a crit chance. Okay, there we go. I cannot change anything at the moment because we do need one CAC over here, which is already there. It's a common one, but it's fine. Okay, that's stun resistance again, which is not required. Oh, come on, bro. Maybe I'll select it for now because it's better than resistance actually. Okay, I'll keep it. Okay, even though it's a common one, it's still attack. So that's going to help me anyways. I don't have a lot of reforges left, to be honest. But yeah, guys. So Hush, let's take a look at his passives actually. So let's take a look at the build first. So it's still maxed out, even though I've made some changes over there. So you can play around, guys. You can try to, whenever you get those gear reforges, epic gear reforges, you can just play around. Try to get some good talents on the talent slots too. Plus, yeah, on the 7th talent slot, you need to add a bit of CAD, which is already there. It's a rare one. I'll re-roll it at some point to get the epic or the legendary talent. You try to get legendaries and epics, guys, but I don't have any reforges left or any talent tokens or whatever it's called. It's left. Oops. Okay. All right. So, yeah, guys. So that's pretty much it for the build. Let's take a look at his passives actually. 60% chance to reflect 60% damage. So Hush has a chance to reflect damage from specials. He's currently blocking back to the opponent. Whenever he's blocking a special, you have a chance to reflect 60% of the damage from that special back to the opponent. So which is actually quite helpful in arena. Nemesis stacks upon super move activation. 5-second Nemesis. Okay. Hush applies Nemesis. All right. So Nemesis can be useful at times in arena. So now if you take a look at, there is too much mention over here in the description. We're not going to read everything. But what it says is it's minus 15% of opponent stats, which can stack up to 4 times, which means 60%, minus 60% if it's the max stacks, and minus 40%. Or I guess it's not mentioned that it stacks up to 4 times for Hush. So it's 10% plus 10% stats for Hush. Uh, so yeah, basically he has a few stances. There is a assault stance and there is a secure stance where Hush's defense, blocking, resistance are increased. And when you do an assault stance, then his crit damage, crit chance, fast attack chance, and attack and everything is increased. Plus, opponents. If you have the nemesis mark on the opponents, then the opponent's defense, blocking, resistance, and DOT resistance will be decreased. All right, and same thing goes for secure stance. When you have the nemesis mark with secure stance, then attack, crit chance, crit damage, and fast attack chance of opponents are decreased. All right, so he's quite a fun character to play with. It's not that useful. He's not that useful in raids, as I said. But yeah, guys. So I guess that's pretty much it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, if you want me to make a build guide, which I don't have yet on my channel, do let me know. But before you do that, just check out my playlist for my build guides. I have a lot of build guides actually, more than 40 build guides. Damage dealers, some legendaries are also there. So do take a look at them and let me know if something is missing. You would like to see that. Let me know down in the comments. All right, guys. So thank you for watching once again and have a good day. Bye bye.